Hey everybody, I'm Stacy. Welcome to my lab. Today is experiment day, and every day is experiment day here. But I'm working on something specific today. I've been working on doing a flip cup with some version of this of these pigments, and I've tried them mixed into just varnish. That doesn't work. I've tried them in the Shelly Art pouring medium, and that doesn't work. Or at least it didn't the way I did it. I may have another way of trying it. This time, I mixed them in some of the polypore, the stuff that came with them, to dissolve them, because it's kind of thicker than just the polyacrylic. And then I put some glue in there to add some heaviness to it. And then I added my Floetrol. And also I put a little cell activator at the base of each of these cups. I put silicone in each color. Put silicone in the cell activator. And so anyway, that's what I did, and we'll just see what it does. What happened before was I did those off camera because my phone was dead, but there were no cells, and the colors changed a lot when it started to dry. At first, the colors were kind of pretty, but it was just kind of paint swirled on a canvas. There was no real oomph to it, you know. It didn't look very, let's see what this looks like. It didn't look like there was much really going on there. I didn't think it was all that pretty at all. This is already way better. And I did it on a small canvas, which is maybe part of the problem. Not enough paint, not enough room to, you know, really see. I don't want that running off. I'm not sure, you know, so I thought we'd give it a try on a larger scale. I do want to torch this, but I didn't want all that running off the side. This is really pretty right over here. So let me push it back. My canvas is very tilted right now. This is really pretty down here at the bottom, what's going on down there. Damn it, my torch is acting up. It broke yesterday. A piece just fell out of the end of it. And I guess it's going to be broken. Because this piece fell out of the end of it. My husband managed to cram it back in there. But it's not going to work right. I think I do it real slow. I really need a torch right now. Okay. We'll see. The colors are pretty. I love this down here at the bottom. Okay, good enough. Yeah, I like that at the bottom. Not much left in there. Okay, let's see what we can do with this. I don't want to pour that little bottom part off. That's the prettiest thing there is right down there at the bottom. Like I said, one of the things that happened earlier was that the colors were really bright and pretty like this at first, and then they just changed. They sort of muddied up is what they did, really bad. In fact, I don't think I've ever seen anything so muddy. It was hideous. I couldn't believe it was the same canvas. This This is actually a little promising here. This is a lot more promising than what I've seen earlier. And I was starting to think that maybe you have to add some paint to them in order to get them to do right, you know. I don't know. I've never done a painting with all pigment before. This is the first time I've ever tried that today. So this is beautiful down there at the bottom, but it's just one little spot. You know, I think we're going to have to circle this a little bit because I don't like that very plainness in the middle. There's some pretty stuff going on the sides. And I don't know, we'll see if we can sort of pick that up and enhance that stuff a little bit. I'll have to circle technique it a little bit. Maybe if I mix them some, it'll get interesting. Because that's the problem I had with the other one. It just wasn't very interesting. The colors were pretty. It's just boring. We'll see. I know you can't see during some of this time. I'm sorry. But I have to be able to make this go in a circle so it picks up. I've got the weight of the paint going in a circular motion so it picks up different stuff, and then I'll drop it down in the center and kind of make a smaller circle. And it's definitely more interesting now than it was. I like the white cell activator stripe going through it. I wish I probably should have put some more of that over the top, maybe. I will go back kind of the other direction a little bit. Not so much in a circle, but just kind of mixing that around a little. There's parts of it I really like. It's very different. And I know I say that a lot, but this time it really is true. This is the most different looking pour painting I've ever done. It's very different. I think it gets prettier as it mixes. Yeah, I do. I didn't mean for it to end up in a spiral, but that's kind of how it's going. I love that boysenberry color, that pretty bluish, purplish in the middle color. Wow, y'all, this was making me work for it here. Okay. Geez, y'all, I don't know what to think. Let me see if I can maybe torch it a little bit. Because I don't see any cells. It didn't produce any cells, and I don't see any lacing anywhere. There's some cells right there. There's a few. There's a few up there. And there's a few right there. They're coming out. Damn it. This is a major headache. Major. I wonder what it'll do when it dries, because those other ones, when they dried, they just got really ugly. And it didn't take long. Just about 30 minutes of drying time, and they were all blended together, all hideous looking. So I was kind of glad it wasn't filmed, but at the same time, I wouldn't have minded it being filmed in order to show y'all, you know, what I did and what happened, and, you know, in case you're thinking about doing it, you know what you were getting into. Well, this heat definitely helps. The heat is making it a little more interesting. I'm getting some cells and some pretty variations in the colors. I like the colors. I just, you know, I just want to see some cells and or some lacing or something. Come on, Torch, keep going, keep going, keep going, just a little longer. You definitely have to heat them, I can tell you that. They ain't gonna do nothing without some heat. This is beautiful down here, this pretty blue. I think I have a hair in my nose and it's driving me crazy. That's what happens when you have 5 million cats. I just want this to get a real good torching because that seems to be the only thing that motivates it to do anything interesting. And it is better on a larger canvas, I'll say that, because I was working on one of those really small ones, and that may have something to do with it. Let's see. Well, it's pretty, I guess. Let me try to... I wonder what happens if I just kind of try to spread these lines out a little bit. Maybe pour a little off. Stretch it some. I think that helps. Yeah. That's definitely better. Because you can see the strata in these colors a little bit better. I don't want to pour it off that corner, either one of those corners closest to y'all, because I like what's going on up there. I'll pour a little bit off right here, but I like that blue stripe right there. I don't want to lose that. And I don't want to pour it off these left corners down here at the bottom because I really like what's going on down here with them. So I think I'll just leave it the way it is. Well, what do y'all think? Y'all let me know what y'all think. That's the way I'll decide what to do with it. I'll keep it. It's interesting. It's pretty. It's just different. We'll see how it dries. See how it does when it sits for a little bit. Because like I said, those other ones turned into little monsters when they started drying. But I like that. It's different. The strata in it is interesting. Oh, my nose. Oh. Let me get y'all down and let you see up close. Oh. And I'm going to itch my nose. But, I'm going to itch right now. Can't help it. Alright, let me get y'all down where y'all can see up close. We'll get this big light off. I mean, this is not something I do all the time. I would not do one of these every day. I don't, but look up close at the strata and the lines. It's pretty. The colors are beautiful. I think what I'll do is mix some paint in with it next time. Do some with some pigment and paint, because that's usually my MO, is I like to mix I don't usually do just pigments. I like to mix some paint in with them to give them some oomph, some body. So you get that glittery, shimmery look that the pigments give, but you get some kind of staying power that the paint provides. You know, kind of a boldness and a richness. Parts of this are really beautiful. You know, but like I said, that's beautiful right there. That's really pretty. And there's some little cells right in there, that green right in there. You know, you can see them if you look real close. They're there. I think what I'll see there's some green ones right in there. And right over here, this is my favorite part right there. There's some along in there. I think what I'm going to appreciate this for is the way the colors, the beauty of the colors and in the stratification of the whole thing. That's pretty. Is it something I love or something I do all the time? No. It's something I think is interesting. And for experiment's sake, at least we've done it. This is all pigments, all color art. And now we know what it looks like, what it does. And so, like this section up here, look at that. That's beautiful. And there's some cells, you know, that's really pretty. We'll see how it dries, you know, and that'll determine its fate. Because I'm conservative on canvas these days. If it's not something I really like, I don't keep it, because they're expensive and you have to get them shipped and all that. So, anyway, yeah, it's pretty. It's just different, you know. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Y'all tell me. I know I can count on some of y'all to stop in and say hi and let me know what you think. Y'all have a great day. Enjoy yourselves. Stay healthy. Stay safe. And join me again. I'll make another video before the night's over on something. Maybe just a good old-fashioned flip cup with regular paint. Something I know I can depend on. Something that's not unpredictable. I've had enough experimentation for one day, maybe. Anyway, I say that, but you know how it goes. Alright, y'all. I appreciate you. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate it. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.